This video is sponsored by SVGator. Hey everyone. Welcome back again. As you may know, we are covering more topics, which can be helpful for the designers, so this time, we will try to animate an SVG. So what is an SVG? SVG is Scalable Vector Graphics, which is widely used for web elements and animations. Because it is scalable, so you don't have to worry about the dimensions. For this method, we are going to use SVGator, because it makes the work a lot easier. Plus, you don't have to write the codes. It is a paid service, but you can use the trial version to check it out. Everything works the same in the trial version, but the output only supports a few features. So, let's take a look. After creating your account on SVGator, you will find this window. By the way, it is a completely web-based service, you don't have to install it on your computer. Here you will find your recent projects. I made these projects, which we will cover in this tutorial later. You can open your project by clicking here. Or if you want to start with scratch, you can import the SVG file, or a new project. For this tutorial, I am going to start with a new project. So click on it, and then a new window will appear. Here you can define the dimensions of the project, or upload your own SVG file, and it will take the dimension from the SVG file. Let's select a new project. After clicking on it, you can now see the interface of the SVGator. Let's take a look at the interface. This is the project window, and here is the timeline. This is the properties panel. And this is the layers section. And that's it. For making a new animation, click on this plus icon here. It will open up a new window. You can upload your SVG file by clicking here. Or, you can choose anything from their library. I am going to choose from their library, because they have a really good collection. You can choose avatar, elements, icon, or anything provided here. Let's go to travel and places. And choose this location icon. It will add your icon to the project. Let's align it to the center, by clicking on these alignment icons. You can align them anywhere you want. Now, if you go to the left, you can find this folder icon. If you click on it, it will show up some layers. These layers are the individual elements of this image. You can select each element individually, or you can group the element, and select everything at once. Let's ungroup the icon, so that we can animate individual items. Cool. Let's take a look at animating them. In the timeline panel, if you click on this gear icon, you can change the setting of your animation, such as duration, iterations and more. Now, we will use the Animator to animate the elements. But this option is not active here. It is because you have to select a layer first. The Animator will turn on after selecting any layer. Let's select this bottom layer, and then click on his icon. There are a bunch of animation properties available here. You can try individually for your SVG. But I am going with scale. After selecting the scale, it will add a keyframe on this timeline. Now, I want to add a simple scale animation on it, where it will appear from the center point. So let's grab this keyframe, and place it onto the half-second position. This project duration is 5 seconds, and you can confirm it by this playhead. It won't go further by 5 seconds. Cool. Now go to the beginning of this timeline, and let me place this keyframe on the half-second first. In this right section, you will find the properties of this element. You can use each property for animating your SVG, but you have to select the animation type first. Right now, I have selected the scale, so I am going to use the scale property only. Let's change both scale values to 0. And it will start from the 0. But there is a problem. My shape is going somewhere in the corner, which I don't like. It is because the anchor point of this shape is placed right here. But you can easily fix it. Select the transform, and now you can see the anchor point of this layer. The animation is following this point. So let's grab it, and place it into the center of the shape. Check the animation, and now it is working fine. Cool. You can play the animation by clicking on the play icon. Let's see, how can we make this animation a little better? Simply, select this line between two keyframes, and it will select both keyframes immediately. Then click on the easing. Here we have a bunch of options for easing. I am going to select the ease in out. It will make the animation smoother. You can also customize the graph by using these handles. Cool. Now play the animation, and this is looking much better. Let's do the same, with other elements as well. Go to around this position. Then select this ellipse layer. You can rename any layer by double-clicking on it. I am calling it ellipse small. Now select it once again, and click on the Add Animator button. Here choose the scale. Then grab this anchor point, and place it onto the center of the ellipse small. You can also click on this icon, to align it to the center. I want this animation to start, right at the beginning of the bottom shape. So grab this keyframe, and place it on the 1 second time position. Now go to the Properties panel, and change the scale value to 0. Check the animation, and this is how it looks now. Cool. Again select this line between keyframes, then click on the easing. Here, choose the custom ease in out option. It will apply the previously applied ease in and out effects. Cool. Now select the path layer, and make sure the transform is active. Then grab this center point, and place it right below this location icon. I am going to scale up this location icon from this point, not from the center. Of course, you should use your own settings. So go to the position where you want to start animating this location icon. I think this location will be fine. Then select the path layer, and choose the same scale animation property. It will add a keyframe on the exact time location. Let's place it on 1.5 second position, and then I am going to change the scale value to 0. And done. This is now starting to animate. Cool. Let's select this section, and then add the custom ease in and out on it. This shape will also move in the same motion. You can always adjust the animation speed by changing the position of these keyframes. Bringing them closer will make the animation faster, and placing towards each other will make the animation slower. Check the animation, and see if you like it. Cool. This looks good to me. Let's place these keyframes, to adjust the starting position of the location icon. This looks good to me. After making all the required changes, let's preview it now. So, click on the preview setting icon, and it will open a new window. In the animation type, we have this JavaScript and CSS option. You can choose any one according to your requirements. However, JavaScript supports almost all animation properties, but CSS supports a few. So you will have to check it, which will work fine for you. The next option is the animation start. How would you like to start your animation? You can define here. I want my animation to start on a mouse over. And if you move my mouse further, it should stop. So I am choosing these options. Hit OK, and then play your animation. As you can see, the animation is not happening. It is because my mouse cursor is sitting right here. But, if I move it on this white area, it will start animating right away. Cool. For playing it once again, I have to refresh my window. Or, you can click on the preview setting icon, and choose the restart on mouse out. And then hit OK. Preview it, and now it will work like a charm. See, I told you. If you are happy with this SVG animation, simply export it on your computer, and use it for your website. You can check out the SVGator by clicking the first link in the description, and try it for yourself. So, this is what I have got for you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, good luck, and peace.